Janzer, Matt Lacoste here on the sideline, Stevens Fieldhouse. Matt, so good to be here with you this evening.
You too, Jay.
It's a pleasure. The dynamic duo for the first time tonight. Folks, let's get to the basketball though real quick. We have a three-way tie atop the Women's Iowa Conference at this particular point. Simpson, Luther, Central, all 13-3. Matt, BV, one game behind at 12-4, tied with Wartburg. This is going to come down to the last game.
Yes, it is, Jay. If depending on the outcome of the game tonight, if we win, we go to Luther tomorrow night, and that shapes up to move us into first place, or at least a tie or a share of first place if we win that game tomorrow night, Jay.
Yeah, indeed. There are a lot of big games. As you mentioned, the one against Luther is the one that I'm sure a lot of people are focusing on, especially on the team here, but they can't get past this team tonight. There's really not much to say about their opponent tonight. Coming to the conference, I believe 1-17, 2-21 overall. You know, this really might not shape up much of a game, but then again, you can't overlook these Iowa Conference teams.
That's true. If it's just you just can't overlook a team. The men's team kind of overlooked Co there. They were expecting a tough game, but I think they came into that one maybe a little bit lackadaisical, and they got beat. And if BV keeps on their toes tonight, we should have an easy win here tonight.
Keeping on their toes is a good point there, and you know, you shoot off your feet, your toes on your feet. Bad segue, but we'll try it here. Two of the top 5 scorers in Iowa Conference on the women's side, Michelle Brazda, Steph Grono, they're big factors. However, Brazda's biggest problem, foul trouble. Can she avoid the foul tonight, Matt?
Well, that's definitely a key tonight, Jay. Brazda has fouled out in at least 2 games that I know of, maybe more. If Brazda can stay out of foul trouble, then BV shapes up to be very good. Gronow's coming in tonight. She's second or third in the conference with 8 rebounds per game, and Brazda's second in the conference in scoring. So if those 2 players have a good game tonight, we could be shaping up for a pretty easy win for BV here.
Yeah, Coach Janet Berry, not much for her prediction. She's more likely than Van Haften to give them, though. You got to wonder what her mindset is tonight. Last 3 years, this team, this BV women's team, been a dominator. One conference title after conference title. These seniors aren't used to coming in second. You got to think that tonight, Brazda and Grono especially will step up their games.
Yeah, that's what you would assume. You would have stepped. Excuse me. You would.
Right.
Excuse me, Jay.
Right,
you would assume that the seniors would not want to finish out their 4 years here in second place. You would assume that they want to just finish it tonight. You know.
They finally lost a court game on tonight. They finally lost a home court game this year. The first time they've done it in a while. They don't look to repeat that performance tonight. Folks, we do have a great game coming up tonight here from Stevens Fieldhouse, but we're going to have to go to a break here. Send it back. We'll be back in just a minute.
Visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Back to Stevens Fieldhouse here, James, along with my good friend Mr. Matt Lacasse, also known as Casa, to his very close friends. Matt, as the players take the court just a couple minutes to go before the game starts here, any possible thoughts aside from the fact that this is big?
Yes, it is, Jay. like we said in the pregame, if BV wins tonight, they move themselves into a chance to at least get a share of the first place, and possibly, if they win their last games over the next week, move themselves into a chance to take a share of the conference title. I don't think there's any way that they can possibly win it outright this year, but their chances for winning a share of it are very, very good this year.
As we talked about Buena Vista tonight against kind of a weak Dubuque team, 1-17 overall, as we mentioned, 2-21. This is a young team, though. They do not have one senior starter. They've got a couple freshmen, sophomores, and one junior. This is a young team. This is a team that will be something, a force to be reckoned with in a couple years. But tonight, you got to think that with the strong upperclassmen leadership that this Buena Vista team has, that, I hate to say it, but it looks as if right now BV already has an automatic edge with experience.
Yeah, that would kind of tend what you'd believe, isn't there?
Yeah.
With Steph Gronow and Michelle Brosda, two of the best players in the conference right now, you just kind of expect them to come and step it up tonight. I'm sure they don't want to go out in second place. They've won conference for the last 3 years, and I'm sure they want to do it again this year. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to finish second after finishing first for 3 years in a row, Jay.
No one likes second place, Matt. You're absolutely correct. Some of the big games that are coming up tomorrow, as we mentioned, Simpson tomorrow plays Loris. Tonight, however, they play Upper Iowa, and I think we're about ready to start the game here with a little under 30 seconds left. But as we mentioned, some of the other teams, Luther BV plays tomorrow night. They play Loris tonight. Central plays at Wartburg tonight. Wartburg tied with BV right now for, I guess you could say, fourth place overall in the conference tomorrow night. Wartburg playing Upper Iowa. A lot of good games going on here, but I don't think anybody expected it to be this close this late in the season.
No, I think that BV probably expected it to kind of put this away earlier in the season, and they just didn't win their key games, and now they're in this situation.
About ready for the national anthem here, so we will step aside for just a moment and praise our great country.
Okay. You want me to do play-by-play?
It's entirely up to you, bud. We'll see.
National anthem, Jay.
Very nicely done by Miss Ivy Sweeney, our regular at these occasions, Matt. But, set to tip off here, you got some interesting stats for us there, bud.
Yeah, as we get started, going to do the starting lineups here in just a second. Last time these two teams met on the 10th of January, BV won out 90-42. So it's with that and the senior leadership, Jay, it's looking to be probably a pretty easy win for BV tonight.
Indeed, the home court advantage, which we mentioned earlier, they lost at home this year, first. They didn't, neither team lost at all at home last year. This is a big game. See the starting lineups coming out here. Steph Gronow and Lori Hopkins, two big-time upperclassmen who play big-time basketball. Steph
Definitely.
Gronow, Michelle Brosda coming out here as another one.
Lori Hopkins is a player that doesn't get a lot of recognition, but she's very key to this BV team. Gets a lot of rebounds, sets those screens, and just really sets the offense in motion for these Beavers.
She's kind of like you in high school, right, man? The person who did it all but didn't get the credit.
Kind of like that sophomore glory, baby. When I hit that three-pointer, just sophomore glory.
That is a great call there said, but yeah, you're right. Lori Hopkins is an underappreciated, you could say. She doesn't. Jenna Berry said it great in an interview earlier this year. She doesn't get a lot of credit she deserves, but she does all the little things that makes a player good and the team great. So we're about ready to kick it off here. Jenna Berry got her women's team set to go here. This game is big. Tomorrow night's game is bigger, but you can't think past tonight's game, Matt. You really can't if you're Coach Berry.
No, you can't. You cannot look past Dubuque. Even though they're 1-17 in the conference, 221 overall, as we've said earlier, you cannot overlook teams like this. It's games like these that'll just end up killing you.
Indeed. Little article that we have here, just to show you how the importance of this conference race here. Lutheran coach Jane Hildebrand, one comment that she had was anything can happen.
Yes.
And especially in this conference with this caliber of teams, there's only a few days left, and we have 5 teams within 1 game of each other. That says a lot for the talent level of this conference, but also it says a lot for how well Janet Berry has prepared her players. Seasons how they started out 1-3, and now look at them. They are 15-6 overall, so we're about ready to tip off here. But that says a lot for Coach Berry and Assistant Coach Cutterba. As we're underway here, Matt. I will hand it over to you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, sir. We got Steph Gronow and Miss Margaret Borman tipping off there, and Dubuque controls it. Number 10, Bobby Endress, controls the tip for Dubuque. Passes off to number 40, Kim Alt. Back out top to Borman. Borman to the left side, shoots it. No good, in and out. Brosda recovers, out to Patterson.
Brosda, first rebound of the night. Patterson looking good at coming up the floor here. She's got great court vision as she swings it around.
Bowman inside to Gronow. Gronow up, no good. Gronow up again, good. Excuse me, Lori Hopkins with that pass inside. Excuse me, everybody.
Great interior work there. Gronow did not give up. A smile on her face on the way down there. Can't believe she missed that first layup, but she got the second chance opportunity and did not make a mistake that time.
Borman out top, over to Endress. Endress looking, out to Alt. Alt shoots the 3, and she hits it.
Pure butt on that one. That was sweet right there.
That was from Treyland.
That was from Treyland. A great defense there by number 22, Sandra Collins, freshman. As we mentioned earlier, this team has 3 freshmen. Total players in this squad, Matt. 9 players on this squad.
Not a lot of depth on this team.
No, really not. And BV has that many upperclassmen. A turnover here. Collins taking it with the right hand up off the glass.
And it's good. Got Gronow inbounding it to Patterson. Patterson brings it up the court. Looking. Get that offense started.
Hopkins turnover. They're sloppy early here. Collins.
Sandra.
Got a cherry picking out there. Got the glass.
Up, and it's good.
So all of a sudden here, Matt, we have an interesting event. It's only a minute and a half into the game, but BV careless with this ball.
Yes, 7-2 already in Dubuque's favor. Patterson bringing the ball up again. 18.5 minutes to go in the half.
Patterson's making the good passes here. It's just that Hopkins took her eye off the ball for just a split second, and you really shouldn't take it off it at all. Great interior move right there.
Ashley Reynolds with the move there. Gronow gets the rebound. We have the tie ball.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see with your coach.
That's beautiful.
That's great hustle. On the ground, diving, getting floor burns. That's good stuff.
On the ground. That's what's going to win you games. All those little things.
Yeah, you're right. The extra hustle there. The hurry for the ball. That is what wins game.
Lori Hopkins inbounding the ball here. Gets it into Brosda. Brosda up off the glass. No good.
Rebound number 33, Sonia. I believe that's
Sonia Keinitz would be my guess.
Keinitz, we'll go with that until she comes over and corrects us.
Reynolds on the defense there. Endress out to Alt, inside to Borman. Borman up with the left hand, no good.
Great interior passing, gets her own board, back up and count it! And 1 here from number 54, Margaret Borman. The sophomore from Fredericksburg. Great second effort there. Did not give up on the inside.
Steph Gronow with her first foul there. Borman did a great job of stepping into her, making the contact, gets herself to the line for an extra point.
But here, Matt, this is something we focused on earlier. We talked about fouls for the Buena Vista women's front line there. Normally, it's Brosda picking up the one with Gronow. Gets that one there. This can't happen here. This really cannot happen.
That's really not good for the BV team.
Patterson getting a good look at the floor here. She, like I mentioned, she has great floor vision. She makes some smart passes. Great backdoor cut. Out of bounds, so another turnover. I believe that's a 3rd turnover in only 2 minutes of play here for this BV team. And Coach Berry going to the bench.
That's right. Heather Dalton coming in for, looks like, Ashley Reynolds here. Number 15, substituting for number 11.
Number 11. That was my number in high school.
Number 11. Mine was number 40. We got Endress bringing the ball up the court here. Endress over to number 33 there. Back out to Borman. Over to Endress. Endress looking, gets it inside to Sandra, but bounces it off her leg. Dalton recovers.
See, the thing there that they had it outside to Borman there. Unlike with our post players there, if you leave them out there, Brosden Grono can put up the long distance shot. Borman didn't even think about it. She looked to pass immediately.
Whoa.
That looked like a little bit of a carry there.
Collins looked like she traveled, maybe.
Great
Gets it inside to Borman. Up, no good. Oh, you got to hit those, Jay. Those are key to any win.
That is big time. Down the court, ready to go. Up the front, Nolan Hopkins. Collins, great hustle play there. I don't think that was a foul, but maybe it was.
That looked clean to me.
That looked clean to me. Look like she was going to ball. That's the kind of hustle this young Dubuque team has. They do go all out. They just can't seem to pull in the wins there.
No, they can't. They just, again, comes back to lack of experience, really. I mean, only their highest starter is a junior. You know, they're just they're just not that mature yet. I mean, a couple years, this team will be
a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely.
Inside Patterson with the deuce.
10-4 in favor of the Spartans from Dubuque, from my region of the state.
That would be Grinnell, wouldn't it?
That would be.
I'm not even from the state, so I have to learn this stuff, man. Thank you for helping me.
Eastern part of the state there. Endress for 2.
Got it.
12-4 in favor of Dubuque. 16.5 minutes.
Dude, Matt, we are looking a little silly here.
Yes, it is.
It's looking a little silly how they could be down this early, but turnovers are key.
BV's not careful here. They could get themselves into a hole.
They really can't afford to overlook this Dubuque team
No,
tonight.
they cannot.
Patterson,
no good. Out of bounds off Dubuque. That'll be a Beaver ball.
I don't know. Looked at the be off Grono's hand. She was battling there, but I believe it was on Endress, number 10, just battling for the ball there. But BV will get it back. I'll tell you another thing. Barry's going to her bench again. She has number 53, Mindy Becker, a freshman there. Kind of, you might say, heir apparent to the Brazda and Grono duo, because Becker has just come and given some solid minutes this year.
Yes, she really patterns her game after Brazda. I mean, if you watch while they're both in, it's almost like
right
you have
there.
two Brazdas on the court.
Just like that, the great inside move, and always to the glass. Never anything fancy like finger rolls, always straight to the glass. Great defensive pressure. There's the BV team we know and love. Yep,
that's defense right there. Angie Patterson and Steph Gronow teaming up there. And what do you know? We have a turnover on Dubuque. It's 12-6 right now. About 16 minutes left in the first half here. Jay Enser and I'm Matt Lacasse.
The dynamic duo, as we have been titled by a few of our friends. Of course, you know, we hope they're still friends after this game. BV, great ball movement here.
Yes, got the passes. Becker motioning to get it out to Dalton. Dalton has it.
Small player.
Dalton inside to Becker. Becker up. Gets the foul. Oh, didn't get the 2 though.
Becker, she knew exactly what she wanted.
She knew exactly. I think Stacy Mraz taught her that move.
I think Mraz, our producer, played ball in high school. I think she probably did. I saw her out there working with her earlier. But if you saw that I don't know if we have replay, but if you saw the way Becker just, motioned to get it back up top, she had a better angle at getting the ball. Got a nice little juke move. Couldn't get to fall. But that is a smart ball player and just a freshman.
Yes, Mindy Becker, number 53, definitely knows what she is doing. I think Brazda's really taken her under her wing this year. I mean, just kind of, I'm sure Coach Barry was wondering what she's going to do after this year without Brazda.
I know a lot of people on the campus sure were, because that 1-3 start worried a few people, but then they saw the seniors take over, and you really got to wonder exactly what's going on. If you got that much senior talent, and it's gone after this year, you really got to wonder where your next big star is coming from, and I think we found her.
I think we did too. We got a couple good freshmen too. I mean, AJ Nelson, who just came into the game, she's been a key factor this year.
And the great pressure defense here by this BV team. The shot up. Great shot there by number 33, Sonia. What? I don't even.
Folks, we're struggling here. It's Keenetz. I think we've agreed that it's Keenetz. Mindy Becker for 2.
Becker for the deuce.
Coming in 15-9 in favor of the Spartans of Dubuque University. 15 minutes to go in this first half.
This BV pressure looks like a full court man-to-man.
Man-to-man.
Or woman-to-woman in this case.
Woman-to-woman.
I really don't want to sound politically incorrect here, folks. We're going to try not to, but
politically incorrect, not us.
Not us at all. Great defensive board.
Number 30 there, Billy Joe Bean missing the tray there. AJ Nelson brings the ball up court. Gronow.
Becker setting the pick. Becker looking to help her out in the high screen, probably the pick and roll inside to Grono. The short elbow there, that is a charge. You saw that one coming.
Yes, it is.
Grono kind of dropped the elbow there.
That's 2 on Grono already, and we're only about 5.5 minutes into this game, Jay.
Barry on the sidelines got to be a little worried. It's not Brosnan this night, but it is our other big post player who's picking up the fouls early, and that, as you mentioned at the beginning of the game, is not a good thing.
No. In fact, that's inherently bad.
That's inherently bad. Great pressure defense there. I don't know, it could be a zone, but then all of a sudden they switch it up, this BV team. Becker on the hustle play, trying to catch up. Great interior passing. Another turnover. Dubuque early was taking
kind of like that
of
man zone defense in
Temple.
football.
Temple's man zone. I'm telling you something, just watching the Sandra Collins play, she is something else. She's just getting her hands in.
A.J. Nelson up top, out to Dalton. Dalton looking inside. Got a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a foul on
Dubuque Blair.
Maybe, I don't know, it's either...
I think it's Borman there.
It's either Alt or Borman. We're not quite sure. Margaret Bowman.
All right,
with
I
the
win.
Foul. Jay wins the bet.
I win the bet. That's 1 quarter, isn't it?
That's 1 quarter.
That's 1 quarter. All right.
We're going to have Hopkins inbounding it. Gets it into Nelson.
Swinging around.
Looking for Kenzie. Out to Kenzie Hanson. Hopkins for 3, and it's good.
Good.
That's a tray. That's the lead to 3.
Hopkins is cool as the other side of the pillow on that one. Just caught it and dropped it. Back to Collins, the point guard.
Oh, there's a travel. Freshman mistakes right there.
That is a freshman mistake, but also what she did, she got the ball and instantaneously she looked right to go back to number 30 there, Billy Joe Bean. Beena turned her head away, and you got to look up at the ball at all times.
Definitely.
Billy Joe was wide on the sideline there. She could have had an opportunity to a good outside shot, but she turned her head down and kept running.
A.J. Nelson with the ball out top, gets it out to Dalton. Dalton down to Hanson. Hanson's looking inside, drives the baseline, up and good. Count it. That's 2. Going to go to the line, try to get the easy 3.
Oh, that was a great play right there. She used the baseline. And I believe she's a left-hander, so it's got to be a little bit more difficult for a left-hander to go down that side there.
I could not do that if I was left-handed. I know I'm so inept with my left hand that it's not even funny.
I can't do most things with my right hand, let alone the other.
Kenzie Hanson shooting the free throw. It's up, and it's no good. Becker fighting for the rebound, almost got one there.
1 on 3 there. She almost took the one to the bank.
Sonia.
We're just going to say Sonia for the rest of the night, folks.
We're just
if you're
saying
going to say
Sonia,
you should know who we're talking about.
Another
turnover.
Errant pass, and A.J. Nelson coming up the floor here.
She's
pressing it out to Hopkins. Hopkins puts up the 3.
Another one.
And it's good.
And just like that, folks, this BB team is back on top.
17-15. 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this first half, people.
It was a 10-4 start, Matt. We have had a 13-5 run by the Beaver women here.
This is, this, like we said at the top of the show, Jay, senior experience.
Senior leadership will eventually prevail. It happens for all the good teams. You see it on like all the top squads. They all have top senior leadership, and it doesn't matter what position. This BV defense forcing it towards the end of the shot
There's
clock.
Alt.
Alt for the big time outside basket, giving Dubuque the lead.
Kim Alt, and she's a junior out of Benton, Wisconsin, hitting the 3 there, makes it 18-17 Dubuque. And you kind of figure with all the experience that BV has and the lack of experience that Dubuque has, you kind of figure that BV might be up by like 10 or 12 by now, Jay.
But the early turnovers really hurt them there, Matt. I mean, you got. We mentioned earlier that Patterson was making the great passes. It's just that players, unfortunately, Ashley Reynolds came on the court and received on this pass. She took her eyes up for just a split second. Lost control of it.
That'll just kill you every time.
Okay, but they've battled back with great interior play like the one we see right now. AJ outside.
Nelson up. Reynolds up. Becker fighting for the rebound.
Fighting for it again.
Fighting for it. Folks, that was darn near a Mike Tyson match.
Oh, man, just no biting.
No biting.
Please, no biting.
No biting that time.
Can you imagine that in a women's basketball game?
I would certainly hope not, especially here in Iowa.
Man, that'd be unheard of. Great pressure defense. Look at this.
Oh, here comes Endress.
Weak side.
Out to Sonia. Sonia up. No foul call. That's kind of a surprise. Borman gets the rebound.
Right
up
to the hands of Borman. She just stood there and got a little present fall into her lap.
Kind of lucked out there. Nelson brings it up the court, gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds down to Hanson in the corner. Hanson's looking, driving. There's Becker. Out to Reynolds again. Hanson cutting through there. Becker.
Great interior passing. You gotta hit that. Matt.
That was a tough shot, but She was kind of underneath the basket.
She had the step, though. She had the step at the beginning of the basket. She had a wide open look. You put it up right then and there. You got it easy. But she took another step, another dribble. Maybe she thought it was a smart move, but I got to believe that if she put it up as soon as she got it, it would have been easy, too.
Definitely. And possibly a chance for a foul. First one's up, and it's good.
You got the opportunity for the three-point play, maybe, if you put it up. But she had a great look. She felt the need to put the ball on the floor. If she hits both of them, well, then, hey, she was the smart one in the play, and we weren't. Or at least I wasn't. At least I wasn't. Matt didn't make the bold statement that I did there.
I'll leave that one alone, Jay.
Yeehaw.
We're going to have Kenzie Hanson shooting another one here. We got players switching sides of the lanes there.
Becker on the bench now as Grono comes back into the game here. Bold move with 2 fouls already. Coach Berry puts her in here with 12 minutes to go. That's a very bold move right there.
Personally, I think we would have, I would have had her sit down until maybe the 8-minute mark, the 7-minute mark, somewhere in there.
At least, as they hit the 2 free throws, they're only down by 1. But you got to wonder, with 12 minutes to go here, you putting one of your star players back in the game with 2 fouls already. It's got to be that's a hazardous move there if you're Coach Berry. But she's been in the business a while. She knows what she's doing. We're gonna have to trust her judgment. Taking
a timeout here. 11 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock. I'm Matt Lacasse with my partner in crime here, Jay Enser.
Partners in crime indeed.
Perhaps you've heard of us on the radio. We have our own radio show from 2 to 4 every Thursday.
It was yesterday. It was a good time had by all.
Good time had by all. KBVU 97.5, The Edge.
Great plug right there by Mr. Matt Lacasse, also known as Casa, to his good friends. That's only if you really know him. Back to the action here. Baseball pass.
That
gotta wonder about the judgment call on that one, Matt.
That surprised me. I mean, for once in my life, I was
speechless. Look at her, number 40 there, Kim Hall. She just sat there, just put her hand to her forehead and went, what was I doing? You could actually see her say stupid even. I mean,
yeah. That's something that I would say, actually,
Kim Hall, the junior, the lone junior, actually, pardon me, not lone junior, 3 others on his team. Endress, Jessica Montana, and Galta, the juniors.
Kenzie
Great
Hanson,
inside move.
Tough shot for Kenzie Hanson. She drains it, though, 21-20 in favor of our Buena Vista Beavers. 11 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock.
She's a southpaw, and yet she's taken all of her shots on the right-hand side. All difficult. One for the baseline. That one was a runner. Well, not a runner, but just kind of a fall-away shot as she was going away from the basket. Then picks up the defensive board. AJ with the killer crossover.
Brings it up.
Can I get a witness?
Grown out. Oh,
into
out
the
to
corner.
Reynolds.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Hopkins for 3, and it's no
off
good.
The mark, but AJ
recovers. AJ looking. Inside to Hanson. Up and
count
it. There you go, baby. That's 2 more for Kenzie Hanson. This is going to be her 3rd trip to the free throw line tonight already, and we're not even 10 minutes into the game.
She's got about, 6 points already on the night?
Somewhere
the
near
baseline
there.
drive, the 2 free throws, and now this one. I'll tell you that. I was already doing my ESPN Sports Center highlight on that one. That was a great play on this side.
Can you hear the music? It
was a great play, defensive play on the far end of the court. And the defense rebound by Kenzie. She hits it. She comes down there, makes a great shot. Rebound, passes, extra pass, hits the shot and the free throw. Great work here.
Oh, we got a new player on the floor there. Haven't seen her before. Number 14, Jessica Montana.
Just brought up a minute ago. One of the 3 juniors on the squad. Loose ball picked up. Hopkins sees the open player. That's senior leadership right there. Oh, and the foul.
That's a good foul by Miss
Sandra Collins
there.
Waukegan, Illinois.
That's a very good play. I mean, that's one where if you let her go, she's going to hit the layup. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and foul her there.
But not the right person to foul Collins. That is her second. And she's the feisty little point guard here that we've seen so far. She's if anybody's going to handle the ball for this Dubuque squad on the full court press, she's the one that's been doing it.
It looks to be her.
Relatively well this evening. However, that's her second foul. This one with 11 minutes to go in the game.
That's true. And Jay, if anybody on this team gets into foul trouble, it's
almost good night for this Dubuque squad. Like we mentioned, 9 players, only 4 on the bench. And as we mentioned, we've got 1 senior, 3 juniors, and 9 people. Folks, you do the math. That is still 5 underclassmen playing on this squad, and 3 of them being freshmen. So if you think about it, only 2 people aside from this upperclassman have seen action before. As you mentioned, Matt, this is going to be a squad in trouble if the foul continues. And if you look at the scoreboard here, the score really BV up by 4, but if you look at the fouls, Dubuque up by 6, 18 fouls already. That's not good.
That's not good at all, Jay.
As you would say, inherently bad, Matt?
Inherently bad. That rate's very high on the inherently bad scale.
As we mentioned earlier this year, this BV team ran away against Dubuque, 90-42 at Dubuque. Braza, leading rebounder that night, but we also had 3 players that evening with 14 points apiece. You can only imagine that one of them had to have been an upperclassman, maybe Braz or Grono, as they, the 2 of them are in the top 5 scoring for this conference. But that only just shows how great, and how solid a ball club this team is when 3 players can each have 14. You know, you win by more than 40, but your highest score is only like maybe 12, 13, 14 points.
That's spreading the offense around there, Jay.
Which this BV team is doing right now. Look at this, Matt. Great floor.
Hopkins
Great floor.
inside to Gronell.
Great
outside
pass.
to Hopkins. Hopkins looking inside to Gronell. Gronell gets it out to Hanson. Hanson for 3.
This is the game for Kenzie.
Kenzie Hanson. 27-20 BV.
Hanson, what is that? What she got? Like 9 or 11 already in the first 10 minutes?
Something like that, Jay. I'm not quite sure.
That is impressive. She's got a trifecta. She's got 2 free throws. I'm gonna do a little dicky V. She's got a trifecta. She's got the 2 free throws. She's got a couple of rebounds, and she's hit the tough baseline shot as well as the leaner there. So yeah, she's got about 9 points here tonight, Matt.
Patterson brings the ball up the court, looking around, gets it out to Hanson.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Hands down to Reynolds. Gets it out to Hopkins.
She's looking. She's got the hot hand. She knows she wants it. Coming to the ball.
There's Kenzie. Kenzie inside to Gronau, gives it up.
Gotta move.
Gronau up, and it's no good.
Collins off her hands and her feet.
Off bounds Collins.
Will stay here. But you should see Kenzie. She's coming around. Look at this highlight we got here. Kenzie Hanson. She wants it tonight. Number 25. 38 steals this season, 80% from the line. Matt, that is impressive.
Yes, it is.
That is a great effect there, folks. If you've never seen that before, which I haven't.
I haven't either.
That looks like something out of like a PlayStation or like a Sports Center type deal. That was
kind of surprised me. A nice surprise.
She got away with an elbow there.
With the baby hook.
With the baby hook, but it looks like she got away with an elbow there. You see the clear out by Grono.
Grono is a very physical player. She'll take it to you.
Now, folks, if this isn't scary enough, this BV team is pulling away. I say that a little early, prematurely, and they've gone to the bench. They've brought in 5 brand new players. Matt, that's got to bring a little confidence about for Coach Barry to know that, you know, your team's battling back. You were once down 6, up by 9. You can bring in 5 players and do it confidently.
We've got, let's see, who do we have on the court here for BV?
We got Mindy Becker.
We've got Heather Dalton, AJ Nelson.
Jamie Brower. AJ on the break. Yes! The deuce.
Alicia Highland. First time we've seen her tonight.
Look at this pressure.
Great defense here. It's really great when you can press a team like this.
Borman's got to keep her head up on the press. You notice when she had the ball, she dribbled, her head was straight down, going down the sideline. Not a smart move. Number 32 with the deuce. Oh, way short there. AJ with the crossover.
Bringing it up.
Looking up. Look at this pure speed right here.
AJ,
she's got to take that one to the rack.
Oh, what a pass by Dalton, out to Becker. Gets it inside.
The Brower,
no good.
Up last Becker getting a little physical down there.
Becker
throwing Collins down to the ground.
We have Collins bringing it up court here. The other point guard for Dubuque.
The other point guard, yes indeed. Borman outside. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, having a front court player, one of your 3, 4, or 5 positions outside with the ball that high. BV has players like that who can shoot the trifecta as well as go inside. You notice that no one, Becker did not guard Borman when she went outside. She figured she's not going to pop a shot from out there.
She's not going to shoot. Looks like her range probably about 8 to 9 feet from the basket, Jay. Anything outside the free throw line, I say just let her
passing
alone.
inside
nice
out.
Move.
It's a 2-player game.
Oh,
nice
block. Block. Becker gets the rebound up and good.
Solid block out by Mindy Becker. She, of course, you know, Becker up there about 5'10", and of course, Sandra Collins down there at 5'2". Wasn't a difficult block out to do, but still nonetheless solid player there on the technical stuff. Great inside passing.
I wish I could be 5'10".
I wish I could be anything but 5'9". I've been 5'9" since my junior year in high school. And sure, I'm only a freshman, but you know what? My dad's genetics suck. My dad's 5'5". And an errant pass there to a player who was obviously under 5'5".
Looks like we've got a floor report from Mr. Ryan Harder.
This looks to be entertaining. Ryan, what you got for us, bud? We had some technical difficulties there. We missed a Ryan Harder floor report. Folks, I am not happy about this whatsoever. Neither is Sandra Collins as she breaks it. The ball down the court. No good. Collins getting frisky down there. And
the crowd is unhappy. Looks like I didn't see it. The Beaver box was blocking the way there, but
it was a missed shot. Collins, it apparently went off her last. Barry was kind of disputing the call there. But coach, when you're up by 13 at this particular point, really no reason to complain, but maybe I guess you do as Borman takes
with
advantage.
with the kiss.
With the kiss off the glass.
Little
Bill Raftery there for
Bill
you this
Raftery.
evening.
Jay's idle in mine.
Oh.
Heather Dalton with it. Oh, that nice shot. That was a tough shot. Almost
that had
got
a lot
it
of
to go.
iron in its diet there, though. That was hitting both sides of the rim. Still wasn't able to fall.
That it did.
Collins with the right hand on AJ. Look at AJ's eyes. She's staring right into Collins' stomach. All coaches teach that. Great defense.
There we go. Sonia around the left side. Dalton, or no, I'm sorry, Jamie Brower with the defense there.
Pops a shot. Another air ball. This one's out of bounds. That one looked to be out of bounds on the BV player. Looked to be out of bounds.
Could be a makeup call.
Dalton. Makeup call is probably correct statement there. Got another timeout. And hopefully work on those technical difficulties there. Because, folks, you know, if you've never seen a silent interview from Mr. Ryan Harder, you're missing out.
This is something to live for, people. This is
something to live and die for. I mean, after the last one, I was in stitches that he did last game.
Stick around, people, because when we get that audio problem fixed, we'll have a good one here. We got about 7 minutes left in the half here, Jay. 33-22, BV up. I'm Matt Lacasse with my friend here, Jay Enser.
And we are having the best time that anybody possibly could, that two men are allowed to have, for that matter.
On the air.
On the air.
More fun that should be legal.
More fun than is legal in this state, isn't it?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
More fun in this state than is legal? I don't know. Takes it around the sideline. Look.
AJ Nelson out the.
Oh,
that
could be an
painful.
injury right there.
That looked painful. Looked like she twisted her knee there. That's number 31, Jamie Brower, sophomore out of Newell, Iowa, just a few miles down the road here.
Heelan came around the corner there, had the juke move there, broke her man down, got the drive and the penetration. She had her woman collapse on her, man collapse on her there. She dished it out, and as the ball went away from what's her name, Dalton there, is that the one who went down, or number 31 who went down?
No, Jamie Brower
and
takes
the fall. Brower
fall.
went to her right to get the ball. Something in her leg buckled, a knee or an ankle or something. But it did look pretty painful. We had a clear view at it. As soon as she went for it, her body went one way, and then her leg went another.
That was an ugly angle that
we had for that.
That her knee went. That doesn't bode well for Jamie Brower there. So we got Collins bringing the ball in.
Grono comes in for it with the 2.
There's Billy Joe Bean, gets it back out to Collins.
What a great name.
Billy Joe Bean. That one just rolls off the tongue there, people.
I mean, it's like LL Bean. Nah, Billy Joe Bean.
Billy Joe Bean.
All from up top.
There's Alt.
Kim Alt.
She's
trying to get back for that errant, the inbounds pass, you know, the stupid remark. You know, she's like, man, I'm not going to do that again. So she pops
Definitely
the top
not.
on the stop.
AJ Nelson
into the corner for the shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
That's Alicia Highland, sophomore, 5'8", out of Guthrie Center, Iowa.
Great hustle.
What a play.
Oh, give it.
No.
Give it to her. With a hustle play like that, you got to give it to her, ref.
That didn't look like she was out of bounds from my point of view, Jay. Of course, I'm not the ref. I'm not the one wearing the black and white.
I got a good set of eyes here. That you got to give. That's a hustle play. You got to give him that.
I agree. Billy Joe Bean bringing the ball up the court.
Billy
here for
Joe
Dubuque.
Bean. I will not forget that name anytime soon.
Inside to Borman. Borman looking out the Bean.
Borman, Becker all over Borman. She's straight. Look at the interior defense.
Jill Alt. Kim Alt. I keep thinking of our friend Jill Arp.
Jill Arp, yeah, we had a class with her, didn't we?
Yes,
that
we
looked like
did.
she got away with the travel there.
Alt inside. No. Rims in and out.
And careless play there. Grono. We got AJ Nelson here. Great guard play.
Number 35 there. 13 points versus Simpson. 48 assists and 20 steals this season.
48 assists for AJ. She really does a fantastic job with the ball there. Played in 21 games there, so she's averaging 2 assists a game. If you figure it out, Matt, that's at least 4 points right there. 4 points from any player is good, no matter if you're shooting, if you're scoring. Watch this great pass to Becker. The wrapper up.
No. Where's the foul? That looked like she might have been hacked there.
Look at AJ. She's like, come on, give me the foul. Give me the foul.
Gronow fighting on the ground there with Collins.
That was a great wrapper pass. She caught that and just whipped it across her body right to Becker. And look at this, folks. 4 players come right up on the bench. It's like it's a 5-minute cycle here if you think about it, what Coach Berry is doing. 5 players, but with the injury, the apparent injury to number 31, Jamie Brower, instead of doing 5 for 5, she did 4 for 5 last time. She keeps going into the game, brings in Brazda, Hopkins, and our player of the game so far as she gets it inside. Kenzie, come on.
Come on, Kenzie.
Come on, Kenzie. She's got 11 on the night. She's super.
Kenzie's got to fight for it.
Kenzie's got the 3, the 2 free throws, as we mentioned. A couple other baskets. I believe she's 9 or 11. Is that what we agreed on? She's
something like that.
She's got some points tonight. That's all that matters. Great inside defense by
Trying
Lori
to get
Hopkins.
inside the end dress there.
Hopkins clears. She
comes
got
Hopkins.
the steal. Take it all the way. You deserved it.
Hopkins gets it. Oh, look for Hanson. There's
For the
Reynolds for 3.
trifecta. Yes.
That's good. That's 38-24 in favor of your Buena Vista Beavers.
They're
4 minutes
raining.
and 40 seconds to go.
Uh-oh, that's backcourt.
That's back, over and back, buddy.
Over and back, baby. That's number 30 right there. Billy Joe Bean, the freshman. Once again, I hate to say it, but if you'll say it with me now, freshman mistake.
Freshman mistakes. Not so much the freshmen, but the mistakes will kill you.
The mistakes, and it's a complete turnaround from the beginning of the game when this Dubuque team was forcing the first 3 turnovers. Here we see Ashley Reynolds on the screen. These are great highlights here, but number 11, Ashley Reynolds, who just had the 3, averaging 7 points a game. Stepped up to play Keely Bowman. She's got 7 on the average. She's already got 3 tonight with that great shot from downtown. She's making up for that early turnover. Great ball moving here by number 10, Bobby Endress.
There's Alt driving the lane, dishes it off.
Great inside pass. But
inside to Borman. Borman up. We have a foul before the shot, though, it looks like.
Borman already looking tired. I mean, she's dragging right now. Mindy Becker, the combination of, can you imagine that? Being Margaret Borman, Maggie Bowman, having to go up against Mindy Becker, banging around in there. We're watching up here. They are bruising bodies in there. And then coming off the bench is Becker. But then the starters come in. We got Brasa and Grono banging bodies in there. Can you imagine? That's going to be a tiring chore.
She must just be out of breath. I mean, more out of breath than me walking up the stairs to the forum. I mean,
or to Dixon Isler's second floor.
Dixon
Those hikes can be
Isler's.
long every morning. But folks, you know what's really interesting is that Borman isn't even their center. We haven't heard from number 52, Jill Holloway, their 6'4" center tonight. I don't even know if she made the trip, but she might be on the bench.
That's kind of odd. You kind of wonder what's up with that.
You know, you're down by 14, speaking of the point. We're up by 6 early. Another pops at top. Over the back there by Lori Hopkins.
Not a wise foul there,
and she
Jay.
knows it. As soon as she did, she got all, I can't believe I did that. Kind of a pull to Homer Simpson there.
Kind of a Homer Simpson there.
She just couldn't believe it, but yeah, senior leader, she shrugs it off. She's ready to go again.
Bobby Endress taking the ball out of bounds here.
Inside
Gets
to
it
Collins.
into Collins.
Now watch her dribble. Watch her dribble.
Collins is a player, that's for sure.
Watch these two, but look at that. No, that's a no-no right there.
Oh.
She jumped in the air. She left her feet. That's not a smart move by number 10, Endress. And Patterson seeing the floor.
Patterson out to Reynolds.
The
Reynolds
tray.
for 3. No good. Bounces in and out. Collins fighting for the rebound.
Collins getting physical with the big trees down there.
She's a fighter, Jay.
She is getting physical with Grono down there, banging bodies with the big girl.
We're going to have a couple minutes here. We'll have Heather Dalton and Sally Resbeck coming into the game for BV, but back to the action in hand. Borman with the foul that could be. That's Gronow's 3rd foul of the night.
Here we got a highlight.
Angie
Patterson.
Angie Patterson.
Great ball player, number 10. She is Angie Patterson, not the tallest. She's like 5'5", but you know what? You know, the smile may fool you there, folks, but she is one great, maybe even, I wouldn't say ruthless, but a tenacious ball player. I mean, she gets the ball up and down the court.
Yes, she is. She's one that just will not give up.
And she won't. And another problem here that just won't go away is talking about giving up or going away or whatnot. A problem that's persisting as Coach Deb Blanchard takes care of it. That's 3 on Grono.
That gives her 2 fouls for the entire second half. And you know, the way Grono plays, that's just not a good thing.
Those 2 fouls could happen in 5 seconds.
That could come back to bite you in the rear. That's just not good at all.
But, let's get back to Angie Patterson real quick here. If you guys have a chance, she's on your screen with her number 10 with the leg brace. Back in high school, I did a little thing on the ACL tears, you know, more likely in female athletes. You got to wonder, if you look down some of the benches here, you see a lot of knee braces on these female players.
Not so many on Dubuque, but
not so many on Dubuque.
There's
on
quite
BB.
a few on. I know Mindy Becker's got
a
braces
couple.
on both her
Brasda's
knees.
got one. Patterson's got one. Great anticipation by Collins. And she will take it linked to the
left
court.
hand.
The kiss off the glass.
The kiss. Nice play. Dalton inbound.
But look at
to
Patterson getting up. Look at her. Look at her. She sees it. She doesn't have anything. She slows it down.
Patterson brings it right back up the floor. Gets it out to Hopkins.
Resbeck wide open there for a second, but not anymore.
Out to Dalton. Dalton out to Patterson. Patterson inside. Oh, Kenzie.
Come on, Kenzie. You're my player of the game so far, Kenzie. Come on, Kenzie.
There comes Sonia. That's what we decided. It's just Sonia.
It's just Sonia. It's like the artist formerly known as Prince, Taft Cap. No, this is Sonia.
This is Sonia.
We don't even want to worry about the last name. Collins, the great move, the kiss. We like.
She's a tough player, Jay. You got to look out for her.
Like a mini Tim Hardaway there. She looking a little tired though. You got to worry. You know, the bench, not all it's cracked up to be with this Dubuque squad. They're looking tired.
That's true. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go till halftime here.
So they cut it down to an 8-point game now, Mr. Lacasse. An 8-point game.
Dalton outside. Gets it out to Patterson. Patterson looking.
Over the corner. Oh, saved by Hopkins. Smart play. Resume getting on the ground. That's what we like to see.
Recovered by Endress. Endress bringing it up the court. Looking for Collins. Collins, does she shoot it? No.
Oh, she had the shot.
She passes it up.
Number 52, Jill Holloway. There she is, the big center in the game, 6'4". Do you realize I might come up to her shoulder? Might?
As would I, Jay. I feel your pain.
Pass on the top. Hopkins had the shot, turns it away.
Didn't shoot it.
Give it to Kenzie. Give it to Kenzie. Come on. We want double digits for Kenzie.
Give it to Kenzie.
The shot from the corner.
To deuce. That's a deuce.
The deuce. She was just inside the line. But I want to give it to Kenzie. She's got 9 already. She's my player off the bench today, man. I'll give it to her right now.
Well, I don't know. We got 1:15 to go till halftime here. I'll reserve judgment until later on.
I'm giving it to her right now. Forget it. Collins, you should have taken that. Sandra, you should have taken that to the rack. Sandra on the break, 2-on-1. And she had number 15, Heather Dalton. She had her leaning toward her right. She had the goal. She could have taken it.
Yes, she could have, Jay.
Hey, if anybody hasn't met our main man, what's this guy's name here? Gillespie. Anybody met Gillespie?
Aaron Gillespie, our assistant director. We just love him to death.
He's doing a fine job putting up with us tonight, as this BV team is putting up the great defensive effort here. As number 10 is also putting up the wild 3-point shot out to AJ.
AJ Nelson
shows
with
killer
crossover up and no good off the front of the rim.
AJ's got this killer move where she just goes like that, real quick with one fell dribble, baby.
Sonia recovers that, brings it back up to the court, out to Endress, top of the key.
Endress has got to be thinking, you know, we're down by 10, less than a minute to go here. Shot clock winding down. We need some quick points here.
Gets it to Billy.
Endress. Bean Endress inside to number 33.
Billy Joe Bean.
And that was not a smart play there by Sonia. I mean, really, we're just going to call it, in case you're just joining us, it's just Sonia. That's her first name. We really don't want to take a chance.
We just don't want to embarrass our family and butcher her last name, so we're just going to kind of stay away from that.
We get enough calls every night about, you know, how great we do. Yeah, right. We don't need any more, but from parental units about, you know, you butchered my daughter's name. How dare you?
I hear you.
But not a smart foul in that last play. You know,
it wasn't.
You got 30 seconds left. You're down by 10, and it was a stupid foul. And she knew it. As soon as she did it, she just put her hands down. Her side, like, why? You know, we've seen that a couple times in these Dubuque players tonight. After they made bad plays, the errant pass earlier by Kim Hall, and now the foul there by Billy Joe Bean. Just not very smart plays. But they're a good, solid team. They just have to be able to, you know, to avoid mistakes as the pressure being applied. AJ once again.
What a play! Oh, goes to Dubuque.
She was tap dancing the line. That one I think she was out of bounds on. Tap dancing the line there.
That was a tough play.
30 seconds left. Shot clock is on. Looking.
About a 2 second.
Inside to Endress.
2 second difference there on the shot clock and the game clock.
Might be related to her.
There's Billy Joe. Billy Joe bringing it up the court.
You got to pop that right there. You got to shoot that.
Shoot
that right there.
No, she says no. Gets it out to Endress.
Look at the point guard, Endress. She knows how to slow it down. Inside.
There's
Bean.
Sonia.
Sonia Bean. Sonia with the deuce.
It was Sonia.
Pulls it within 10.
10
Patterson
seconds.
sees the clock. Look at this. Look at the killer instinct.
Patterson.
She might have got away with the travel there, Matt.
I believe she did. That looked like she might have picked up her plant foot there.
It's a jump ball, but BV, on account of the possession arrow, will get an opportunity to score with 5 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Rebound to AJ. You got to shoot that.
Shoot that, and it's no good.
No good.
Up Kenzie. Kenzie gets it. Kenzie got it. Kenzie Hanson.
That solidifies it. Kenzie, player of the game, in my opinion, so far. Who cares about anybody else?
Kenzie Hanson is off the bench for the time being.
Kenzie Hanson is going off the heezy right now, Matt.
She is. She's going nuts. 11
points right now. And, folks, right now, Matt, I think I will take it into halftime here if you wouldn't mind. Right now we got a 44-32 BV lead as we're going to have to take it to commercial break. We'll be right back in just a second. See you later. We'll be back.
Give it to her. Dude, she's got off the bench. She's got off the heezy.
Brain aneurysm. She was 29 years old. There was no warning. Organ donation was a very painful decision to make on my own. I wish we'd talked about it. because I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. We didn't have that discussion because we thought we were young. We thought we had a lot of time, but we didn't.
Only you
can prevent forest fires.
And it's true. We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we can count on you to do what Smoky says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Welcome back, Beaver fans. I'm Ryan Harder down here at the floor of Siemens Fieldhouse. Buena Vista leading Dubuque 44-32. The Beavers got off to a slow start, but soon came back and are now leading Dubuque by 12 points. Coach Deb Blanchard obviously thrilled with her team. And right now we're going to toss to an interview with Coach Deb Blanchard. So see you after the interview.
Hello, Beaver basketball fans. Hope you're enjoying tonight's game. Right now, we're going to give a little recap of what happened with the swimming season, which is over now. Usually, the team has one more meet, but this year they've decided to cut their season short by 1 week. So right now, we're going to toss it over to Coach Deb Blanchard, who stopped over this morning, and she's going to give us a little recap of what happened this past weekend.
Thanks, Stacy. Well, we did finish up our season over in Eureka, Illinois, and it is a long drive over there. But it's a good meet for us. This particular year, it was a fast meet. The seed times that came in, I think there were 20 new meet records set. Kids that did, finish first and second last year didn't even make the top 6 this year. But all in all, our kids did very well. Jennifer Tunick is our senior sprinter, and she finished up first in the 50 and third in the 100 freestyles. Erica Van Meteren, who's a sophomore and the women's captain, was second in the backstroke and 5th in the 200 IM. Jason Craffle was a senior, and we're gonna have some big spots to fill here. Finished up 4th in both the 100 fly and the 500, and Jason was after that 500 record and missed it by half a second. So everybody was just like kind of heartbroken for him because he pushed really hard, and in a 500-yard race, half a second is more than you can stand. And also, Erin Marr, who's our freshman diver, finished up 4th in the 1 and 3 meter diving. So team-wise, I think we were 7th and maybe 8th out of 11 teams, but they were teams that we have not swam against all year, so it was kind of a little bit different competition there. There was one team there that we had gone up against when we were over in Rock Island, Illinois. But all in all, we had a really good season. I believe there were 7 new relay records broken this year for the men and the women, and also for individuals that got new relay or new individual records this year. So I was really happy. As long as we can keep taking those records down, we're swimming faster. So we're out pushing the recruiting right now, and hopefully we'll get those big spots filled for next year.
Yeah, one thing that is always sad about the end of the season is seeing your seniors leave.
Right.
But a highlight of this year was that you finally did get some divers in.
Yes, we had both a male and a female diver this year, and Katie ended up getting this bronchial stuff before Christmas, and just really tore her down for the season. I think she only ended up in 1 meet. But Erin did very well, and has come a long way. So they'll be there for next year, and we'll be ready to go.
All right. Well, congratulations on such a great season.
Thanks.
And it looks like you have a lot of leadership coming back with sophomore Erica Van Meteren and a couple other underclassmen, which I can't remember right now.
Well, Erica actually won't be back next year. She's getting married this summer. So we've really got some big holes to fill because we're losing the seniors and the sophomores too. So, but there will be kids coming back, and we should have a pretty good, right now it looks like a good recruiting class coming in. So we've got big holes to fill for sure. Well, but thank you.
Well, congratulations and good luck on next season.
All right, thanks.
Let's get back to the game.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Mraz. We love you very much.
You're the best.
It's 44-32 at halftime. BV's up, and we're going to toss it to a commercial. And when we come back, we're going to have a floor report from Mr. Ryan Harder talking with prospective football players. So
you know, Coach Hadicek's got it like this.
You hope so. So we'll look forward to that, and we'll see you when you get back.
To be an organ and tissue donor, even if you've signed something, you must tell your family now so they can carry out your decision later. Call 1-800-355-SHARE for your free brochure.
I'm Ryan Harder down here on the floor of Siebens Fieldhouse, halftime of the Dubuque game, and I'm here with Mike Behrens, a prospective BVU student. Mike, tell us, how's your visit been so far?
It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of things tonight already and last night being up here, so yeah, I like it.
That's great. I also understand that you're interested in the football program and the mass comm program here at Buena Vista. Have you met with Coach Joe Hadicek yet?
Yeah, I have. He came down to visit me a couple times at school, and I'm going to try and come up here for a visit solely with him. So I'm looking forward to it, talking to him about it.
That's great. Now you've had a little bit of experience here in the BV Mass Comm department here at Innovation Video. You sat in on newscasts last night, and you've been helping out tonight. What do you think of that?
I like it. It's a lot of fun. You know, looking forward to doing it in college. You know, I got interested in it last year, my junior year, and I never got really a chance to do it this year. So this is a lot of fun for me. It's a good time.
That's great. Now, what positions do you play in football?
I was a slot back this year, and I did all the punting and kicking.
Oh, so did you try any field goals this year?
I got my one shot in. It was a 38-yard field goal. I did hit it.
Well, you know, you might just have a place up here. Hey, thanks for talking to me, Mike.
Hey, thanks a lot.
And now back up to the dynamic duo of Jay Inser, the boy wonder, and Matt Lacasse, the boy wonder.
Oh, what is up with that, Mr. Harder? 2 boy wonders.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harder, doing the beaver train down there for us.
No love. I can't believe he did it to that poor kid, Mike.
That kind of hurt.
One field goal. That's got to hurt a poor guy.
That kind of hurt. We have our halftime score here is 44-32 in favor of your Buena Vista Beavers.
Hey, you know what, Matt? We're supposed to have some stats up here. Mr. Paul Meisner was supposed to bring us some stats. We don't have any stats.
We don't have any stats.
But you know what we can do?
We'll see what we can do for you.
We'll see what we can do. It's about all we can say here. One thing we can do is definitely talk about the first half. Matt, automatically.
Kenzie Hanson.
I
know that's what you want to talk about.
That's
I'll let you expand on that thought.
It's a fetish. You know, I love a good basketball player. I played ball in high school, as did you, Matt. And you like seeing a good player who can do everything. She's been hitting the board solidly tonight. Both sides. I think she got an offensive rebound. I know she's got at least 3 defensive rebounds, at least an assist, a steal, and then she's hitting all kinds of shots.
She is.
And being a left-hander, she's picking the right side of the field. She's going baseline on the difficult side, left hand, so she's leaving the ball out there for the player to pick it off. She was able to cross it over. She goes off glass. She was able to hit the leaners across the lane, those streak shots across the lane there, hit the trifecta, hit the free throws, and then the bucket at the end there to put her into double digits. 11 points tonight. Plays like that and players like that will make a team great, and hopefully that will bring this BV squad into contention as this season winds down for number one. We're hoping so, but right now, Mr. Lacasse, just over 4.5 minutes to go before the second half starts. BV up by 12. Rough start there. rough start there. If you got to admit, a couple three turnovers by this BV squad. They came out of the gates flat, down 10-4 automatically. This Dubuque squad hit a three, hit a free throw, hit some easy buckets. They're up 10-4. All of a sudden, Coach Berry gives us, no, get some other players in there.
Exactly. It's like we were saying at the top of the show, Jay. Dubuque doesn't have any seniors on their team. Look to be a force in the future, but right now it's looking like that senior leadership is really taking over. It looks like we're going to have some highlights here from the first half.
Those stats, we got highlights. Hopefully we can
take a look at those.
All right, then, Stacy. Roll them, Stacy. Come on now. We'll have some highlights.
Coming up here.
There
you go. There's
We got some stats here, Matt.
Yes.
This kind gentleman just came up and brought us some pieces of paper and said, here, you lucky sons of guns, have some stats.
Oh.
And we got some stats here.
I feel blessed.
You are blessed.
I'm
blessed to be with you. But seriously, though, we're looking at these right here. The big scores for both squads here. We'll read it off for the Dubuque squad. You want me to take Dubuque, Matt? I'll take Dubuque if you want, BV.
You go ahead and take Dubuque.
I'll take Dubuque. Indris with 2. It's Collins with 8. Also with 8. Sonia, also known as Sonia, and only as Sonia, with 5. Holloway with 2. The big center, which we were wondering why someone's 6'4", going up against the big bodies that we got down there. We get some interesting camera shots on the sideline here.
Yes, we are.
Borman with 7. 32 total points there. All of them coming from just 6 players. 3 haven't seen any minutes yet at all. You got to be tired, even if you do get a 15-minute break. If you've been playing, the whole half, as I believe Collins did, you got to be tired.
Yes, I would be too. I mean, let's take a look at beat here.
Go right ahead, Matt.
Your girl Kenzie Hanson.
She's got 14.
She's got 14. We haven't been giving her the love we should have been. That's
no love.
That's what we should have been doing.
Look at that. That is impressive. 5 for 6 from inside. 1 for 2. 1 for 1 from outside. 3 for 4 from the line.
Let's see, who else do we have here? Alicia Highland's got 4. Lori Hopkins with, how many does she have here? She's got 6.
Becker coming off the bench with 7. Just an all-around great effort here by this BV team. But, yeah, if we look at it here, all the players have been... Uh-oh, that was a little loud there, wasn't it, folks? No, but Matt's busy conversing with our assistant director here. No, but we do have, if you look down here, Brazda is the only one without any points here. Every player who's come in, except for Brower, who unfortunately had the injury there, has got at least 2 points. Matt, that's just good, solid work done.
That is.
By the BV squad.
It looks. I'm being told to toss to a promo here, so we'll go ahead and toss to a promo.
Gillespie is psychotic.
Gillespie's going off on me, so we're going to toss to a promo here, people.
Gillespie, what's up? Back to the action here at Siebens Fieldhouse. BV up by 12 to start. Mr. Cass, I hand it over to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I'm Matt Lacasse, and along with my friend here, Jay Enser, we're back.
The other boy wonder. The cook! The hook! Mr. Lacasse!
There it is.
Hook.
There it is. Miss Moorman there getting it inside and getting up the shot. The baby hook there. Patterson out front gets out of Brosda outside the three-point line. There's a surprise. Reynolds
without a point yet this evening, but she's doing it everywhere else. She's making a capacity. She really didn't have to, as everybody else is picking
Kenzie
the slack.
Hanson has stepped up her game. Really no need for Brosda to be in there much. Kenzie's
on the bench right now. The leading scorer with 14. I don't know if that's a high for her or something, but
she's been having one heck of a game, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's been outside to Collins.
There's
there.
Collins. Collins inside to alt up and in. It's good. There's 34 to 36. 19 minutes to go here in the second half.
And the deficit is under 10 now, Mr. Lacasse. We got an 8-point BV lead here.
Yes, we do, Jay. We've got Reynolds in the corner, out to Patterson. Patterson looking. Out to Hopkins at top. Down to Reynolds in the corner. Reynolds shoots, and it's no good.
B-Rick.
Brosda with the rebound. There she is.
Grono, the up and under. She's really got to watch that elbow. She's swinging that like a chicken wing there, Mr. Lacasse.
That does not bode well for the BV team if she gets her fourth foul this early into the half.
Patterson, a little errant on those passes.
There's Hopkins. No good.
Got to watch the fouls there. Alt clears out to Collins. Collins looking like she can take on the whole team. Look at the pass. Brings
Collins
back out.
backs it out. Smart decision there.
Wise
Gets
move.
it out to Sonia. Sonia up and no good. Bounces off. Brosda recovers.
Would have been a trifecta. She'd be able to hit Mr. Lacasse. Up ahead.
Patterson up to Reynolds. Reynolds up and good.
Great floor vision.
There's two more for Reynolds. 46 to 36 in favor of your Beavers. 18 minutes to go. I'm Matt Lacasse along with Jay Enser.
The two boy wonders, according to Mr. Ryan Harder. I don't know how you can be a dynamic duo with two boy wonders, but apparently we're doing it.
Yes.
What does that make him, I wonder?
Maybe he's Batman. I don't know.
Great block right there.
Atta girl, Brosda.
Brosda said, not in my house.
Not in this house.
Not in my house. And then
Gonna have-
Grono be able to pick it up, knock it out off the Dubuque player there.
We got Patterson bringing it up the court here.
Into the corner.
Reynolds back out front. There's Hopkins at the top of the key. Gronow wanted to give it to Reynolds. Does anyway. Reynolds in the corner. Gets it out.
Great ball move. Swinging around the arc.
Swinging around
up
there.
and under the juke.
Gronow.
Great
Oh,
pass.
what a pass.
Made a little too much.
Shoot that. Reynolds up and no good. Bounces. Gronow.
Gotta be careful.
Gronow fighting.
Barry over there pleading with the ref saying, get him off my players. Get him off my players.
And dressing. We have a whistle here. Oh, looks like taking a timeout already. Awful early. 17 and a half minutes to go in this ball game.
I gotta wonder if I was almost worried that Barry was gonna get a technical there because she was sure harping on the ref on short-head ref here, but I don't know if anybody can see that. She was harping on the last one. She felt that the Grono was got bodied up there a little bit too much on that last missed shot, but hey, it's not my call.
46 to 36. Hasn't changed much here in the first 2.5 minutes.
And there we see our injured player on the sidelines.
There she is. Looks like that right knee going to be hurting for a while. It's nice to see her back out on the bench though. You know, supporting her teammates.
Doesn't look like she's in too much pain there, which is always a good thing. You never want to see anybody hurt, no matter who they are. Unless, of course, you just have it out for somebody. Then, of course, who cares?
Endress bringing around there. Gets
Great
it inside to
movement.
Borman. Borman fighting. Looked like it should have been a foul there. All no good.
Oh, the partially blocked shot. Grono being smart with the ball there. Doesn't want to press anything. You got to lead at this particular point. You really don't want to rush anything.
Reynolds gets it out to Gronow. Gronow looking. Gets it
This
back to
Dubuque
Reynolds.
team
Reynolds up,
in a
and
2-3.
it's good.
Bottom of the net.
There's two more for Reynolds.
This Dubuque team was in a 2-3. They're trying to force the outside shots. I guess it's the only thing you can do when you have this few of personnel.
You gotta play the zone when you have
zone.
when you only have 9 players on your team.
That man gets tough after a while.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I feel their pain.
I remember having to do that in grade school. We had like one guy on the bench. We did zone the whole day. I played with my coach. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. We went man for 5 minutes. I was like, let's die. Let's die. I'm hurting, coach.
I hear you, man. I'm so out of shape. I could barely run up and down
Collins.
the court.
Look at that.
There's Collins. Collins across the lane for 2. Makes the score 48 to 38 in favor of the Beavers.
Hopkins in a little
Hopkins
trouble down
inside
low.
there.
Doubled up. I don't know if that was a foul there. I don't know. That was a bit iffy.
That's kind of iffy. That looked like it might have been just knocked out of bounds.
It was getting close to the 5-second rule there, and I guess Endress is Is that her first foul
That's
of the evening?
Endress, her first of the night.
That is a smart point guard. Endress on the evening has got 2 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and only 1 foul. That's a smart point guard right there.
Yes,
Matt.
it is.
However, 5 turnovers.
That's she's what? I think she's a freshman, is she?
Endress,
No, she's a junior.
She's a junior.
Well,
One of the few juniors on the squad here.
Well, I must be just having a bad night. You know, everybody has those. I certainly have them. And I'm sure Miss Bobby Endress does as well. Out to Collins.
Miss Bobby Endress with that. But look at her, great floor control. I mean, if you got that, 3 assists, only 1 foul. Probably 2 assists, 1 foul.
Borman inside to Alt, gets it tied up with Reynolds. Who's it go to? Looks like it goes to your Beavers. And we got 5 new players coming in here. We got Dalton. We got Kenzie. Kenzie's back in the game.
Kenzie's off the bench. Here we go. Mindy Becker and AJ. And I believe, what's the other one there?
Alicia
Number
Highland.
23. There, but Kenzie's off the bench. And
Here comes Kenzie. Jay's premature.
There was not
player
premature.
off the
set
bench.
in stone. Kenzie's player of the bench. She's my player of the game. But you know what, folks? If you're listening out there, Mr. Lacasse, he's my idol. He gets the player of the game. Not I'm just here for the player off the bench. He is God. I am just here to name the player off the bench.
I don't know about God, but
G, lowercase G. We'll give you a lowercase G.
Don't know about God.
God.
Little Blues Brothers analogy
Little
there.
Blues Brothers in the house, if you know what we're talking about.
There's
trapped in the corner.
Alicia
Errant
Highland
pass.
inside, trying to get it out to Kenzie there, but
Endress got in the way and it went off for her. I don't know. You really got to let that pass go. Maybe screen off. There.
Looks like we have a floor report for Mr. Reinhardt. I'm looking forward to this one.
We are, as soon as we get a chance to.
Injury update on Jamie Brower from her injury in the first half. It appears that her ankle is sprained. That's going to keep her out for the rest of the game, but trainer has assured me that she will be all right. So back to you. Let's get jiggy with Jay and Matt.
Oh, he said jiggy! Mr. Reinhardt with the jiggy comment.
We'll get jiggy with it up here as best as we possibly can.
Unfortunately, Miss Jamie Brown won't be able to get jiggy with it at the bars and dance clubs this weekend. Jamie, we feel sorry for you out there. She had a great hustle move. But Mr. Harder used the word jiggy on the air. That's going to be a first for Iowa broadcasting. Mr. Harder, jiggy on the air.
We will give him our love at the
Matt,
post-prod
nothing
meeting.
but love for you, Mr. Harder. Nothing but love for you. But seriously, though, on the note, that is kind of sad as Brower's coming in here. And that play, if you remember it, was a drive. I believe it was by Heelan there. Had done the 3 Ds there, had dribbled, draw, and then dished off to Brower. And as she was going for the ball, her body went one way as the defensive pressure is forcing this Dubuque team all over the court. Body went one way, her leg went the other. She was poised to take a shot there. You gotta feel sorry, a little sorry for her there. So our love goes out to you, Brower.
That was Mindy Becker for 2 on the other end of the floor. We got Sonia driving there.
Sonia is fouled by Becker.
Becker with the foul. So Becker right back into the fray of things, giving Brosda and Gronow a rest.
And I believe that's her first, maybe her second.
That's only her first foul.
No, that is a smart play right there.
She is.
I mean, you understand that Gronow is a very physical ball player. I mean, that is part of her game. She's going to pick up the fouls. Brosda, not as physical. She'll pick up the fouls with Becker. She looks to get rougher and tougher than any of the post players I've seen on this PV squad this year. 1 foul, and she's played. You know, if we look at it, we don't know how many minutes.
She's played quite a few minutes.
I'd say she's got at least 12 minutes of the I'd say the 25 so far. She's played almost half the time. Only 1 foul. That's smart ball playing right there. AJ bringing it up faster than lightning.
52-40 is your score.
See Becker up there. He's in the 3-point position. A post player in the 3-point position there. She could pass, she could drive, she could draw. You know, she could do anything. You know, if you look at this Dubuque squad, their post players like Alton, Holloway, and Borman there, they get out there and they stand straight up. They leave nothing.
This is true.
To the imagination.
Exactly. They just stand there hoping for the ball and hope to get a turnaround.
Aaron's shot there. She could have gone farther in with that one, I think, Matt.
Yes, she could have. I think she jumped the gun on that one.
10 feet out. She takes a runner. No.
Dalton brings it up the floor.
Pops the top on the stop.
Good.
It's good.
There it is. That's 2 for Dalton.
Timeout by Barry.
Timeout by Coach Janet Berry here. That's kind of a surprise. You think get on a run there, you'd want to continue it through. 54-40, 14.5 minutes to go in the game here. I'm Matt Lacasse along with Jay Inser, enjoying our evening together.
We hope you are too. And you know what, folks? There we are, right there. We're behind the box up here.
Hey, guys.
How you doing? That's all right.
Hey, there's Stacy Mraz running the field cam for us
doing it quite
tonight.
well. Thank you, Stacy, for giving us love there. I know you can't hear us, but giving us love there on a personal note, though. Mr. Lacasse and I having a great time up here, getting the opportunity. Only one more game left for Innovation Video this year. I believe it'll be coming up next week. Everybody tune into that one. I believe we'll have a couple seniors up here doing their farewell.
Yes, we do.
Farewell tour, as Mr. Lacasse and I are nothing but mere freshmen.
Yes.
We will have ours, but one more game broadcast left. We hope you'll tune into that one, Innovation Video, Channel 3 for Storm Lake, 13 for the campus. But I hope you'll tune in for that one.
As we stated at the beginning of this timeout, just in case you've forgotten, we got 14 minutes and 27 seconds to go. 54-40. We're getting set to kick it back into gear here.
Still can't believe Harder used Jiggy. That is something else.
That I enjoyed that. That was just beautiful.
That was humorous. Andres setting the screen for Collins on the inbounds play.
Sonia inbounding it there. Andres got the ball inbounds.
Sonia gets it.
Sonia, what a half court press there, or full court press. Excuse me.
It's
what?
In trouble.
Oh,
got a 3-on-1.
That's a way to fight out of it.
3-on-1, and they
can't cash it. Oh,
and
they do.
Foul. But look at her. Look at little Sandra. She's getting busy down there.
She's getting happy. She's getting happy.
But could we even say Jiggy on that one?
Possibly.
I don't know. She
she
definitely
looked
got
like
in the
she was
mix.
about ready to bust a move, right there.
She just came out there pumping fist and everything. But that's not the first time that she's gone down amongst the trees there and
No,
battled
it's not.
around for some rebounds.
She's definitely not afraid to get into the fray there. Completes a three-point play, which makes it 43-54. 14 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Great ball moving. AJ clearing around.
Heather,
Dalton.
no good.
No. Over the back. Who was it on?
It's on Kenzie.
That's not good.
That's on Kenzie.
I want to see Kenzie get 20 today. I want to see someone other than Braza and Grona get 20.
I think everybody wants to see Kenzie get 20.
No,
it wasn't on Kenzie Hanson. Excuse us. Who was it on?
It was on number 33.
It was on
Sonia. It was on Sonia.
It's on Sonia.
A great inside move to Becker. I think she
Becker
got away.
denied. Oh, but we got a foul.
I think she got away with a little bit of walk there. She had the ball. She lost for a second. I think she took an extra step there. Got away with the walk. She go to the line where she is, I believe, 2 for 2 on the evening. Probably Becker 1 for 2 on the evening. She's got 7 total points.
It's a foul on Borman there.
As far as we know, she had 7 points at halftime. I believe she's got 9 now. But
Becker's shooting 2 here, Jay. Up, and it's good.
We're getting a little quiet. Get like a golf game there. Becker shooting 2.
Becker shooting 2. Manny Becker, number 53, shooting 2.
We're having way too much fun up here in the booth, though.
Oh,
Just
we
under
are.
14 minutes. Becker extends the lead.
Oh, misses
a little bit
the
iron
second one.
Kenzie.
Does she get it? Kenzie fighting for the rebound. Here comes Sandra Collins out of Illinois. Bring the ball up the court. Out to Sonia.
Sonia over to Andres.
Andres
inside to All. That was a great pass.
All
a great inside move.
Oh, that was pretty.
That was Brazda-esque there, my friend.
That was pretty.
That was Brazda-esque. She got it. She took the dribble. She went one way.
What a hustle by All. Did you see that? Almost ran over Barry.
Then she fouls.
That's what you like to see on
a team.
It
was over pursuit, though. She did a great job trying to get the turnover. But then on the way in bounds, over pursuit, she ran into a player, picks up her third. That was on number 54, Margaret Borman. Borman's got to watch the hands. Becker is.
Yes, she does. Becker's just wearing her down.
It is a battle in there. If you guys can see that, number 52, Minnie Becker, number 54, Maggie Borman. They are going at it in there.
Middle of your screen right there.
Those two are going at it. I mean, it's like Elijah Wan and Ewing in there almost.
Just almost. Darn near it.
And once again, the break pressure. I got to question this move by Barry here. You're up 12 against a team that has one team in the conference. There's another turnover. Turnover back, though, as All picks it up. You got to wonder got to question this move by Barry here. I mean, you're up by 12 against a team who's won 1 game in the conference, 2 games all year. They've got 3 players on the bench now, 1 who's about to check in. You really got to question this move. Is it legitimate as Sonia hits the deuce? As a coach, do you really do this to a team who really is kind of undermanned?
Well, I don't know. I think this late in the season, Jay, you kind of need to, you can't really let your players sit out a game. I mean,
you got to hit on all cylinders.
Yeah, you can't go into the last week of the season, not after sitting out 1 game. I mean, I don't think Barry's intention is to run up the score at all. I think it's just to keep her players going fluid,
I
give
know
them some game
Barry's
time.
a great person. I've had the chance to talk to her a couple times. Great person. I don't know if it's score running, but you have to, as we mentioned, that she brings in Sally Rezabeck, freshman from Glidden. Great. Oh, that was going to Kenzie. Let her have it.
That was going to Kenzie.
Let her have it. Let her have her.
Jay's Premature Player Off the Bench Award already.
Premature, that is set in stone.
For those of you back in the studio, you might as well get the graphic ready. Jay's already decided.
Yeah, hey, Micah, put that one up for me right now. Kenzie Hanson, player off the bench. And Jay's vote for player of the game, but as we mentioned, there
Kenzie, there's Kenzie.
16, give it to her.
As Jay jumps up and down wildly.
Oh, I'm almost getting jiggy with it myself. And
There's
turnover. Turnover.
Becker thought about the 3.
No, that's what I'm talking about, how your number 4 or 5 player can honestly be a legitimate threat from the outside. That has got to be reassuring for Coach.
That's a play by Collins right there. Gets a steal.
The Collins with the killer crossover. Dalton looking up. She's got a 4
Dalton gives it to
3.
AJ. AJ driving. Passes it off into Becker. Becker.
AJ should have gone with the up and bounce pass. She lofted it too high. They gave him a chance to come and pick that one off.
I would agree fully with you.
But crowd's starting to fill up here as the men's game is slowly approaching. I'd say we got another 12 minutes of play and then about 20-minute interval between that. But the men's game promises to be another great one tonight. We will get to that in a minute as turnover by BV here on the inbounds pass.
59-47 is your score.
Kenzie with 16. I want to see her get 20.
In favor of the BV Beavers. 11.5 minutes to go here. I'm Matt LeCastle along with Jay Enser. In case you're curious as to who you're listening to.
In case you're curious as to who to write the "You Suck" letters to, that would be Jay Enser. Mr. Matt LeCastle doing a great pass by AJ.
Oh,
you got to finish
Alicia
that.
Highland sacrificing the body there to get a shot up.
Highland, the sophomore from Guthrie Center, you got to finish that. That was a great pass. That is a second big-time pass from AJ today. She had the wraparound pass, and the great, I guess you call it zip pass inside.
AJ is quite a passer. Throughout the season, you see all these great passes, and, from time to time.
Check the highlight reels. They're mostly AJ.
They're mostly AJ. AJ can pass. That's for sure.
AJ can put, and look at this. 5 brand new players coming in.
Who do we have here? We got Angie Patterson, one of my favorite players. We got Steph Gronow, got Sally Rezebek, and Ashley Reynolds. And as soon as
she hits a free throw,
Alicia Highland makes that free throw, we're going to have
Lori
Hopkins coming back into the fray here.
And 2 players off of the rather, I hate to say it, rather depleted Dubuque bench coming into the game.
Rather depleted Dubuque bench is right, Jay.
And Alt. Hold on, no, it's Sonia.
So here comes Collins. Collins looking for Alt.
Watch the bounce pass.
And up. And it's good. That was a nice play.
As soon as she gets the left hand down, she'll be all right, man. She's going with that right hand. But you know what? As long as she's hitting, I don't think her coach is going to mind that at all.
I certainly wouldn't.
I don't care. I mean, I can't hit shots with a lick anyway. I used to be able to at one point, but then I woke up.
Oh yeah, I was dreaming. There's Reynolds for 3. Hits
Got it.
Gets the roller. 61-49. No, excuse me. 64 to 49 as Eric Gillespie corrects me.
Here we go. Steph going on your screen
10 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
15.2 points per game. She is your 5th leading scorer in the Iowa Conference right now. She has, you know what? One thing it doesn't show on the screen there, the hustle.
Yes.
I mean, there was a commercial a couple years ago, Nike commercial, Dan Marley talking about how the newspapers can never cover the hustle, how floor burns, knee scrapes, all the stuff that players like Patterson and Grono and Brasta and Becker and pretty much the whole team.
And Kenzie, don't forget Kenzie.
Oh, how can I forget Kenzie? I'm on a Kenzie spree tonight.
Kenzie.
But you really can't see all the great hustle and the effort that both of these teams are putting in this game tonight. But so overall, BB's putting up points and floor burns tonight. And the one thing that really matters is points.
That's true. Got Alt out top. Tried to get it inside there to Sonia.
I was about to say that went off Sonia's leg there. She lost it and kicked it up and went out of bounds. But and guess what? Oh,
nope.
Someone was teasing me. Someone told me we had a floor report. There was a Ryan Harder.
We got floor report in just a couple minutes here. As soon as we get a break in the action, we'll toss it down there.
We haven't had one from him tonight because of those technical difficulties earlier. Patterson on the outside. Great killer crossover.
Nice pass. Gets it out
the corner.
Gets it out to Highland.
Hopkins.
No, Hopkins. Excuse me.
Did you say Heinley?
No, not Scott Heinley. Scott Heinley's 21st birthday is today.
It's tonight. And the party's tomorrow. Happy birthday to Mr. Scott Heinley. If you can hear us, we will give you love later on. We did so on the radio show yesterday. Another BV basket brings the score up to 66-49. Mr. LeCast, this game looks to be out of control. Sonia from the outside. Not a go. Rezebek blocked out.
Who is that? Number
Hopkins,
14. Who is that?
Hopkins was halfway down the court on that one, Matt. Hopkins, she thought that Rezebek had picked up the rebound. Hopkins was rushing on the court. What's up?
We got a floor report from Mr. Ryan Harder, so take it away, Ryan.
I want to hear this.
And I'm down here on the floor. You may not know that Siebens Fieldhouse is going to play host to basketball action all weekend. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, wait, the Beavers are going to be out of town tomorrow. But there's still going to be basketball here in Siebens Fieldhouse. I'm talking to
Adam Ponzer
and
Jeff Eady.
And they're taking part in a basketball tournament sponsored by Circle K this weekend. And Adam, what's this all about?
It's just a 5th grade tournament that all 5th graders are gonna play in and get ribbons.
Good deal. What are you looking forward to in this tournament?
Just having fun and winning a ribbon.
Well, that's great. I wish you guys luck this weekend. It's going to be a lot of schools there, and it's just going to be chock full of some good basketball action. So I thank you guys for telling me about this thing. And now we're going to send it up to the oh-so debonair Jay Enser and Matt Lacasse. Back to you.
He called me debonair, Mr. Lacasse. He called me debonair.
Oh, so debonair.
Oh, I had no idea I was so attractive.
Boy, Hopkins gets it out to Reynolds there. Reynolds bringing it up the court.
My mom can only give me those compliments so many times, Mr. Lacasse. Angie Patterson going baseline. Look at her, 5'5", and she is in there amongst the big bodies.
Yes, she is. Reynolds shoots it. No good from 3 land. Gronell gets the recovery there. Out to Patterson. Patterson into Kenzie. Kenzie misses.
Kenzie, come on. You got to wonder about that. Those 2 guys on the sideline, as Dickie would say, some future diaper dandies perhaps. A great tournament this weekend. If you like to see, there's honestly some really good ball players across this campus that I've seen, but also in the town.
Yes.
At St. Mary's High School, Storm Lake High School, Storm Lake Middle. I'm not familiar with all the schools, but there's really a lot of talent in the state of Iowa, especially that I've seen. And, with a lot of enthusiasm like that, we're going to have some great ball players coming out of, obviously the conference, the city, and, with youth like that, the enthusiasm. Basketball is going to take those kids to a lot of good places.
That would be a very good assumption, I'd say there. Your score right now is 68-49.
I'm rambling. Stop, Mr. Lacasse.
In favor of the Buena Vista Beavers. 8.5 minutes to go here.
There's some crowd shots. Hey, we got people.
Hey, there's people.
Hey, folks, come on over. We are going to have this is the first game of the doubleheader night. Right now, it looks as if BV's got this one under control. Men's game tonight always promises to be a great game. With OJ hitting the buzzer beaters, and Jimmy Wilson with the sweet left hook.
We got Aaron Bloom coming up. We got
Bloom. He is Mr. I'm going to call him Mr. Miller after Reggie Miller. Because those two have the purest shots I have ever seen. And our uniforms are somewhat similar to Pacer uniforms. You might as well give them the Mr. Miller award.
A little bit. We got Nick Detlinger. We got if you haven't seen these people play in person,
what's your
folks,
problem?
You're missing out. Get down here to the Siebens Fieldhouse on the Buena Vista campus. You're missing out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, we've got some great action going on, but we'll get back to the women's game here. BV up by 19. This Dubuque team up by 6 early, real early actually.
Real early, first couple minutes of the game.
They've cut it down to 8 a couple of times. They've cut it real close. But Mr. Lacasse, this is not right here. Look at this. Full court pressure. Come on, Mr. Lacasse. You got to question that. Becker, come on, Mr. Lacasse. I'm sorry.
Becker,
I'm a Beaver fan. I play sports here. I'm a big supporter. But you know what? You got to take off the press. You really do.
Yeah, you're up by 19 with about 8 minutes to go. You gotta start wondering. Maybe. I mean, obviously you don't want to get back into it. That's obvious. But
the half-court presses are okay. Keep them from getting into it. And this Beaver team, great defensive squad. Don't make me start giving stats about what a great defensive squad that these girls are. Overall, they allowed just 67, points in the conference play. It's a little lower on the charts than most schools, but you know what? They're still winning ball games. You really got to take the press off, in my opinion. I hope Coach Perry doesn't get angry at me for saying that, but you really got to take it off.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that in the coming years that this Dubuque team is just gonna.
They're gonna be phenomenal. They've got youth.
Yes, they have youth on their side,
and they will get more players.
Yes, they definitely will. Unfortunately, with youth comes the inexperience. And
like we mentioned, as you've been saying all day, Mr. Lacasse, to have a bench, only 4 players on it, and one of those girls over there still got her T-shirt on, that hasn't gotten into the game yet. It's got to be frustrating for a young team, and to do something like this. I question it, Mr. Lacasse. I'm going to leave it there. I just question it. Borman stepping up for the second of 2, breaks it off there. Becker with the
rebound, mishandles it. Recovers it, gets it out to Patterson. Patterson bringing it up the court.
Kenzie. Get it to Kenzie. Come on. She's got 16. Get it to Kenzie.
Gets it out there to Hopkins. Patterson brings it around.
Great weak side pass, but the eyes. I don't know about that one there. I think they should let him play on that, Mr. Lacasse.
Yeah, it kind of looked like.
We're going to stand up here?
Going to stand up.
We're going to stand up for a while. We're
get a little bit of
moms.
bleacher butt here. Janice and I are going to broadcast standing up for a while now.
We broadcast on the radio with sunglasses on and the bleacher butt. I got that in high school playing. Did you?
Oh, I got it all the time.
I was the biggest cheerleader, and I was on the sidelines.
I had splinters all the time. It was horrible.
My mom sent me off to college with tweezers just in case I made any team whatsoever.
We're gonna have Kim Alt shooting 2 shots, I believe, here. 7.5 minutes to go. Your score is 70-52. It's the BV pressure is really getting applied here late in the game.
It is, and you know what? You were 2 years from now. Next time this Dubuque team, not 2 years from now, but next year we see this Dubuque team, and then 2 years from now, we're seniors, and players like Miss Jessica Montana and our personal favorite Sandra Collins, and Billy Joe Bean.
Joe Bean.
When these 3 girls are seniors. Of course,
this Dubuque team is going to be a very fun team.
This Dubuque team is going to be something. It's going to be a fun team to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun to see these girls in a few years. But for right now, this is a young team, inexperienced. But look at that, Collins getting up for the big board.
Gets it out to Collins there. Collins over to Sonia. Sonia up. No good. Bounces off. 70-53 is the score. 7 minutes to go. Who are they going to give it to here? Looks like we're going to have a free throw shot. A.J. Nelson coming in the game for Lori Hopkins. Minnie Becker's going to inbound it here, going to give it to Patterson. Patterson brings it up court here. Gets it out there to A.J. Nelson. A.J. Nelson dribbling. Over the top to Alicia Highland there. Kinsey. Over to A.J. A.J. up and good. Score is 72-53. There's Collins bringing it up the court. What a great little basketball player she is. Gets it out there to...
Tried the crossover, caught the foot of Heelan there.
Endress puts up the shot, no good. Becker with the rebound.
Becker's solid fundamental player. She gets the ball, she keeps it above her head, where you're supposed to, as your coaches all teach you. And look at this, paying dividends. She hustles on the court, gets a shot, misses though. Cleared out. Collins got Endress on the weak side here. She cuts across the middle. But Becker's just a great fundamental player. There she gets the ball, she turns, she squares, she looks and sees what her options are.
Yes, she certainly does. She's a very fundamental ball player. We got, looked like, was it Sonia there with the, getting it, I think, yep.
Becker
Sonia's going to be shooting too.
Sonia goes to the line here.
Becker picks up her third, going to have 2 for Sonia.
And that brings up a point there. No fouls in the first half for Becker. Picks up 3 quick ones here. But then again, if you're Coach Barry, really not worried. You got Braza and Groen on the bench.
Exactly. You got 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go here. It's 72-54. 8 fouls for BV and 6 for the Spartans of Dubuque.
But this game is it's just a tribute to this BV women's squad this year.
Yes,
I mean
they're
the rough start at the beginning of the year, but if you look at it, what you're seeing tonight is pretty much what we've seen all year is good solid play by not one player every night, and it's a new player every evening. Of course, you're gonna have Braza and Grono hitting their shots, but if you just look at tonight, AJ's making the great passes, Heelan hitting shots like that. Becker, great fundamental player. This BV team, hopefully they'll get that bid to go to the tournament because I think they really deserve it.
Yes, they do. There's no, like you said, Jay, there's no one person on this team that just really steps out night after night after night after night after night. I mean, it's all spread around. I mean, yes, there's Grow now, and there's Brazda, but there's no one person on this team that's a superstar, really.
Mm-hmm.
We got Borman with the shot there. Makes it deuce. That's makes it 74-57 in favor of the Beavers.
Patterson
5.5 minutes
it out to
go.
AJ.
AJ brings it up, gets it inside to Becker. Becker up, gets the foul, no good.
Was that a block or was that a foul? It could have gone either way.
Yeah, it was. Looked like a foul there to me, Jay. I know it kind of got her on the wrist there. Becker's going to shoot 2.
You got the better eyes.
I eat my carrots, what can I say?
Aye.
Becker's going to be shooting 2 here with 5:17 to go. That's 7 fouls on the Spartans from Dubuque.
And that's 4 fouls right there on Maggie Borman.
That's
sophomore from Fredericksburg.
That's going to be factoring in here
in if you look at
a very short period of time.
Sonia was checking into the game there, and Borman, took a step towards the bench as if she expected to go out there. But they don't have the luxury with the depleted bench there.
Only 9 people on the team. Miss Borman's going to have to stay in there and try to.
She's having a great night. This Dubuque team's really trying, but once again, this is a strong BV squad.
Yes,
and they have incentive. They win tonight. They win tomorrow.
They're right back into this race.
They're right back into this race. Not like they were out to begin with, but it's a 3-way tie for first. BV is, if you do the math, I guess 4th overall, tied for Wartburg with a 12-4 conference record. They really needed a win tonight.
Yes, they do.
And then they really need another big win.
Yes, they
tomorrow.
do. If they win tonight, they move themselves to 13-4 in the conference, and then they travel to Luther tomorrow night, and
if you complement any of that with tonight's game, if Central loses, or if Luther loses at Loris, or if Simpson loses to Upper Iowa, if any of that happens, if one team loses tonight, BV is tied for first.
The bottom line, people, is this conference is wide open with just about 3 games left to go in the conference season this year. They are just right in this game as Dubuque knocks it out of bounds there. We're going to have Gronow inbounding it. We got Angela Raveling in the game. Very nice girl. I sat next to her in my computer applications class during the January interim. Got to know her a little bit. A.J. Nelson bringing the ball up the court here. A.J. over to Angela. Angela back out to A.J. A.J. inside to Becker. Becker gets it to, oh, what a play by Angela. Saves that ball. There's A.J. out front. Looking, gives it to Angela. Angela for the 3, and it's, oh, no good. Bounces off the front of the rim. Off. Say it's off Becker. They say it's off Becker, so they're going to give it to Dubuque.
This crowd's starting to fill up here as this women's game starting to roll down here. Mr. Lacasse having fun here. Number 32 checking into the game, Melissa Dix. She's the last player off the bench as I believe the injured player, Endress will take a seat. But now officially all players have played, are into the game for Dartmouth. And there's a turnover. AJ will take it the length of the floor. The kiss off the glass.
The kiss. That's a nice play.
That is a very nice play. But that's nice to see that these Dubuque girls will all get a chance to play in this game. That's the only thing anybody wants to do. Is, sure you don't like losing. Sure you always love winning. But the opportunity to play in the game is always great. Great ball control up here by Billy Joe Bean. Inside move to number 14, Jessica Montana. Cleared by Gronow. Out to Highland on the bounce pass. AJ, great pass inside. Missed the shot, number 13. Angela Raveling. And I believe we do have a floor report with Mr. Ryan Hart. He's always entertaining. Ryan, what have you got for us?
The Beavers are up by 20 right now. When Coach Janet Berry talked to us earlier this week, she said that while no coach wants to look beyond a certain game, her mind definitely was on the Luther game tomorrow, and she wanted to conserve her players' energy tonight. So as you may notice, most of the starters are sitting out for most of this half, and she has a lot of freshmen who might not get a lot of playing time otherwise to come in and play. So in the words of Brian Adams, we're going to win. So that's the situation down here on the floor. It looks like things are looking good for the Beavers. So I'm going to take it back up to the tantalizing team of Jay Inser and Matt Lacasse. Back to you.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Harder. And the immortal words of Brian Adams, huh? I didn't know Brian Adams was immortal, but I guess.
Well, obviously so, I guess.
So, yeah, it's all a matter of opinion there.
Jumping back to the answer here. Heather Dalton getting it out there. Heather Dalton out to Hopkins there. Or Alicia Highland, excuse me. Dubuque player knocks it out of bounds. Got number. Oh,
there's the bench here. Hey, there's my favorite player
there's a new
on this BV team, Nicole Grubb. The Grubber is into the game. She's
Nicole
my favorite
Grubb.
one. I know her pretty well. She's a great person, great student, solid athlete.
There's Heather Dalton from long range, way out there.
Look at them all hit the glass. Rezabek
with Rezabek up. And
you want to see something scary here, Mr. Lacasse. You want to see something scary. This is the future on the floor right here. Nicole Grubb, sophomore. Mindy Becker, freshman. Sally Rezabek, freshman. Number 13, AJ Raveling, sophomore. Number 15, Heather Dalton, sophomore. 5 underclassmen out there, folks. Let's see how they play for the next 3.5 minutes. This is the future.
This is very possible
Starting 5 in a couple years.
Yes, starting 5 in 2 or 3 years, people. This could be your starting 5 right there. But for now, well, you know what they are. We don't have to tell you.
For now, they are 5 great bench players.
They are. They're 5 great players. Oh, we got a blocking foul. Looks like maybe on Angela Raveling there.
And here comes another good friend of mine, Annie Fagan. Annie Fagan, number 21 freshman from Grand Junction, Iowa. Matt, where is Grand Junction?
I couldn't tell you.
You're from Iowa.
Sorry, Jay.
Oh, man, I was looking to get some culture and some geography lessons here.
Sorry about that, Jay. I
It's
can't
all right,
tell you
bud.
where Grand Junction is. We're going to have Jessica Montana. What a great name, Montana.
Joe, is she related to Joe?
I don't know.
But
Got
look at
that. Misses her shot. But they're a 6'4" senior center there, Jill Holloway, gets it up there.
As we
and
mentioned,
puts it back in.
As we mentioned, Annie Fagan, a freshman, replacing a freshman. So if you figure out, folks, last 6 players that have been on this court for BV have all been underclassmen. You know, that's reassuring. That is reassuring. And Coach Cudaba, the girls' women's JV coach, has done a fantastic job. Great inside move by Sally.
There's Rezabek. Rezabek gets 2 and the crowd goes nuts for her. That's great to see, you know.
Rezabek, a good solid ball player.
Oh, number 21, one of your friends, Annie Fagan.
Hey, what are you doing?
Tried to get the
pick?
Trying to get the pick there, knocks it out of bounds.
Oh, but you got look at this, Mr. Lacasse. I mean, this is scary. I mean, last year the team I played on, we had like 4 senior starters, but this year they're still doing pretty well. But you know, we didn't have this kind of youth, you know, coming up. Look at this squad here.
There's Sally. Sally giving it off to Heather.
Great,
Heather
give it
up.
go.
No, she gives the pass back.
Go.
Should have gone up with that right there.
We have 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores on the court. Matt, I'm gonna stop it right here by saying, future starting 5, very well.
It's a very possible starting 5, and if not for next year, because you know next year we've got Patterson coming back. Who else do we have?
We got Patterson. We got Reynolds coming back next year. You got players. Who else we got? We got Jamie Brower. We got Heelan coming back. Luca Rubbers coming back. You know,
I don't think the women's team needs to worry any about declining in talent for next year. That's for sure.
That's definitely right. And
certainly going to miss Brosda and Gronow. That's for sure. But
for right now, they're still living it up.
This is true.
This is certainly true.
This is true.
And you see, these Lady Beavers, there's no fear in them. I mean, they are going hard.
No.
They're committing the fouls. It doesn't matter. They're playing their hearts out. When you got opportunity like this, which they are, they're taking full advantage of it. I mean, they are playing their hearts out.
2 minutes and 8 seconds to go, 82-59. In favor of the Buena Vista Beavers, Sally Resbeck into Heather Dalton. Heather Dalton
clears.
Bringing it up. Angela Raven driving. Excuse me. Dalton over there.
Over to Fagan. Fagan
Fagan for
the top.
No good. Off the front of the rim.
Look
at
that hustle by Annie
play.
Fagan. Look at her going. Grubbers on the ground.
What a play. That's what you like to see. That's hustle.
Annie. Hit that.
Oh, no good. Bounces it out.
Hustle.
Oh, that's great hustle, Jay.
Hustle by Annie Fagan.
Jay and I applaud that one.
We are giving love to that one.
That was just beautiful. We love that one.
The missed shot, the hustle for the hustle for the steal. She gets it back. The hustle again. I mean, that's what Barry preaches and loves about these up and coming Beaver women.
Number 32, Melissa Dix taking the shot there. Errant shot, and I guess apparently a BV player knocked that one out of bounds. We're going to have Jessica Montana inbounding it there to Bean. Bean's looking inside, gets it to Borman. Borman for the shot. No, didn't get the bounce.
You got to be a little tired. Early in the game, she was hitting that shot like money. You got to be a little tired. 2-on-1. The shot it goes.
Here we got Bean bringing up. Bean brings the ball up the court, looking, gets it out to number 32, Melissa Dix there. There's Holloway at the top of the key, gets it out to Bean. Bean for 2, no good.
The hustle by Dalton.
Oh.
And a hard foul there by Melissa Dix.
Looks like, I don't think she really mean to do that, just kind of.
I didn't mean to do it, but you know, you got to.
Kind of the inertia, just that inertia factor, getting it.
Big word there, Mr. Lacasse. Inertia. It's a $5 word there.
A whole $5. Wow, I could use that.
I'm sure.
Heather Dalton's going to be shooting 2 here.
Got to pay off that student loan somehow, right?
That's for certain.
Dalton's stepping line for 2. And folks, if we can, I don't know if we can get a camera shot of this or not, but you know, if you can see it on your screen there, Brosda out there talking. She went out with an injury momentarily, but you know, it must be nice for a senior to be able to step out on the sidelines right there, start talking to the trainers, knowing full well that you know, the talent on the floor is suffice enough to take care of business, even with a lead such as this one.
Under a minute to go in this first game of the doubleheader and the nightcap to come.
That looked clean to me, Mr. Lacasse.
That looked clein. That did look clean, Mr. Enser. I'll have to agree with you on that one.
Rezabek stood straight up, put the hand on the leather, and said, "No, denied."
We're going to have number 54, Margaret Borman, shooting 2 here.
Maggie Borman, I watched this. She's got taking her time.
Up and good.
Still hitting the free throws. That's son of a good ball player right there. Even after a long game like this, where she's had to have played at least 30 minutes, Matt.
Definitely, if not more.
If not more than that, yeah. She hits both.
She hits both of them. That's a sign of a true ball player.
And
really.
hustling back up the court.
Dalton bringing it back up the court. She's looking.
40 seconds
up.
Left. Dalton, the runner.
No good. Angie rattling with the recovery there. Gets it back out to Dalton.
Jason Fagan down with the ball there. What's that about?
Gets it inside to Rezabek. Rezabek up. No good.
Takes on 2.
Up.
Takes on the whole team.
No good. Oh, Rezabek fighting there. Should have gotten 2.
Great hustle there by Dalton.
Oh, what a steal by Fagan. What a play. What a play by Fagan.
That was Sly right there.
That was thinking. Heather Dalton playing some tough defense here. We got Bean
10 seconds
bringing
left
around
in
to
the
the
game,
right
folks.
side. 10 seconds. Outside.
That was planning for it.
There's a shot from Montana.
Block. It's a block.
What a way to end the game for BV. It just kind of sums it all up there. That last play. The hustle, and Dubuque, trying their best, but eventually BV just
too much for these.
Just too much for this Dubuque team, for the Dubuque Spartans. Mr.
Lacasse, it's been one heck of a first game.
Yes, it has. If the second game is anything like this game,
I'm here. I'll stick around.
I'll stick around too. Why not?
Hey, what the heck?
Final score, 87-62. I'm Matt Lacasse along with Jay Enser here.
Partners in crime. We're going to have to go to commercial break right here, folks, but stick around. We do have the second of the doubleheader this evening. Buena Vista comes over with a big win here tonight.